Welcome to the Wisdom Rising podcast. I'm your host, Lama Tsultrim Allione, and my goal with this podcast is really to open your own wisdom, to have your own wisdom rising, either through the meditations that I lead or introduce you to, or to the people that I interview that bring wisdom with them in their own voice, in their own traditions. So we look forward to raising our wisdom together on the Wisdom Rising podcast, and I'm so happy to share this with you. Good day to all of you, or evening, whatever it is. It's morning here in California. So nice to be with you. So I'd like to teach you something today, which is the Nine Purification Breaths. And it's a little difficult because you can't see my whole body, but I'll explain it and then demonstrate it. So place your fingers at the base of your ring fingers and then make a fist. That's called the Vajra fist. And then bend your hands at the wrist and then press the backs of the hands down. And your shoulders need to come up for this to happen. Straighten your arms. And so your hands are in your groin. This is closing the 4 points in the mandala. The points on the leg that points on the hands. And that creates a container. So my hands are like this, and I'm pressing down at my groin, right where my legs connect to my trunk, my body, and I'm pressing down and straightening my elbows. So my shoulders come up. And then I bring my left arm up. I make one circle. My hand is now facing out, and I'm closing my left nostril. And I'm exhaling. As I'm exhaling from this nostril, I'm seeing a dark red kind of stream coming out of that nostril. If I were a male, I would be seeing a dirty white stream coming out of that right nostril. And it's going down. And then below me are all my enemies and challenging people, including the Lord of Death, representing my own death. As this dirty stream of red, which represents desire, or white, which represents hatred, reaches those difficult people, it turns into nectar and feeds them whatever they need. So the hand comes up, turns out. As it's coming up and you're doing this, you're imagining that the essence of the 5 elements as pure light are coming in to your nostril. Then you close the left nostril, the dirty red for women, desire, the dirty white for men, hatred, and exhale. As you're exhaling, your arm comes down, and then you change arms. Coming up, inhale. Did it get so you can see it? And coming up. Closing this nostril and exhale. This is dirty white, hatred for women, and dirty red, desire for men. And of course, if you identify as another gender than your body is, that's fine. Whatever feels right to you. So inhale up. Now this is the second round, and now this stream is clearer. Your is not completely clear, but it's red again for women and white for men. The same meaning, desire, and hatred. Each time I place my hand back down and straighten it, and then And the other side comes up, inhaling, out. And now this is dirty, sort of not as dirty, but dirty white for women and red for men. And now the last round is clear, completely clear, the same color, same meaning, and it's always going down and feeding those enemies, difficult beings in our lives. Inhale, and then exhale. And now coming up, again, rainbow light, I'm pulling it into my body. Inhaling, closing, and exhaling, the clear white, and the clear red. Now I've done 3 on each side. Now there's 1 inhalation, and the same visualization, the rainbow light. And as you exhale, it has 3 parts. A dirty blue, a clearer blue, and a clear blue, and it's ignorance, represents ignorance. 3 parts. And then place your palms on your knees and notice how you feel. This is the preparation for meditation, what you're noticing about your body, how you feel. It prepares you for meditation. Generally, you feel calm. Let's see. Emptied, still, spacious, awake, very clear, calm. Yeah, exactly. That's because you have cleared the stale prana in your body and you have activated the wisdom prana in your body. Isn't it amazing how different you feel doing that? Spacious. With this particular tradition, that's Longchen Mingtik, then it's just 1 inhalation, and then the 3-part exhalation represents 3 breaths. And that's the blue ignorance. Yeah, so that's a great thing to know. Whatever kind of meditation you do, those are called the 9 Purification Breaths. And now you know it. I'll just go over it briefly. Let's do it 1 more time. I don't think I mentioned in the beginning you change air. So inhale up and exhale down. Placing the thumbs at the base of the ring, that closes the door also. Make the fist, press down. The elbows are coming up. And come up with left rainbow light. And dark, dirty red and dark, dirty white, depending on the gender. And dark, dirty white for women and dark, dirty red for men on my finger pressing my right nostril. And now, second round, it's clearer, same colors. Inhale. Clearer red and clearer white. This is clear. And then both hands pressing down, the backs of the hands on the thigh. Inhale. And a 3-part blue exhalation, dirty, clearer, and clear ignorance. Lower your shoulders, place your hands on your knees, and notice the circulation of the wisdom prana. So it's 3 times on each side, and it goes from dirty to clearer to clear. The red is on the female right, and the white is on the left for women, and then it on the right for men, or those that identify as male. Then it will be white on the right and red on the left. And the white is hatred and anger, aggression, and the red is desire, grasping, clinging. Yet somebody asked about the channels. In this particular breathing, there isn't a visualization of the 3 channels. That is more advanced when you're actually doing Salon, or the practice of Tibetan yoga. But for the simple 9 breaths in this tradition, we don't do the 3 channels. Good. So you can use that any meditation you do, and also if you're agitated, let's say you wake up having had a bad dream, then you could do the 9 breaths, or you have a difficult exam you're about to do, or you have to do some public speaking that you're nervous about. You can find a quiet place and do the 9 breaths, and it will calm your prana, which is the motility factor in your body. And so mainly this is used for meditation, but you can use it in other circumstances. So now let's do a little meditation now that we have cleared our prana. We'll do the Shamatha practice as we do it at Taramandala. Shamatha, or Shiné, means peaceful abiding. So the eyes are open but down. The angle of the nose. First, become aware of your body and just where you're sitting. Your back is straight. Your chin is tucked in slightly. Just enough so you can feel a slight tug at the back of your neck. That means your vertebrae are straight. Straight back is very important. And you can have your hands on your knees. It should be flat. It's not tipped up like this. I'm just trying to show you. For women, left on top, and for men, right on top. And then those touching. That's the classic Shiné posture, but it can also be simply the hands on the knees. And then come into awareness of the breath. Not changing the breath in any way, just aware of it. And then notice the open gap at the end of the out-breath. Before the breath comes in, the space. Again, not exaggerating that space or holding the breath out, just noticing that space at the end of the out-breath and keeping an awareness of that space as you breathe in. So there's a simultaneous awareness of the breath, but very slight awareness of the breath and more awareness on that open awareness at the end of the breath. And then keeping that present as you inhale. If your mind wanders, come back to the breath. Space at the end of the out-breath. Once in a while, notice your posture. Maybe your head's gone forward a bit. Bring it back. The tongue is curled back, just behind the hard palate that's behind your teeth. That kind of dip that goes up into the roof of your mouth. Place your tongue there, curled back. But it's just slightly touching. It's not a forced curl back like in some yoga. So that's called Shiné. And you can practice that. Practice that every day. We just did it for a short time, but you can do it for longer. Thank you. I love this time of being together with you and being able to just have such direct contact. So, yeah, I love you wherever you are and sending those love beams out from my heart to you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being with us for this Wisdom Rising podcast. May it benefit all beings. And I'd like to take a moment to thank the production team of Wisdom Rising, and also to let you know that if you would like further information on my work or the associated people who work with Tara Mandala, you can reach out to the Tara Mandala website, TaraMandala.org. Thanks, everyone. Stay safe.